Since landing on Mars a year ago, NASA's Perseverance rover has traveled more than 3 kilometers across rocky terrain, filmed the first helicopter flight on the planet, and gathered 6 valuable rock samples, which will be brought back to Earth, along with many others for the study if all goes well. So in today's video, we'll talk about what we've learned so far, NASA's Ingenuity and more. The distance between Earth and Mars. Both the Earth and Mars orbit our Sun, with the Earth needing 1 Earth year to complete 1 journey, and Mars taking a little under 2. As a result, the distance between Mars and Earth may be as low as 55 million kilometers when they are in the same region of their orbits, or as high as 400 million kilometers when they are on different sides of the Sun. So it's roughly 225 million kilometers on average. Perseverance rover. NASA's Perseverance rover settled on Mars on February 18, 2021. Perseverance is a semi-autonomous mobile scientific platform the size of a compact automobile, similar to its predecessor Curiosity, which has been exploring Mars since 2012. It'll spend years roaming the red planet, hunting for signs of microbes that might have flourished there in the past, among other things. The first rover arrived on Mars in 1997. Sojourner, Spirit, Opportunity, and Curiosity are the 4 rovers who have successfully landed on Mars. Perseverance is the 5th rover to land on Mars and conduct research there effectively. The mission to Mars was likely the most ambitious ever undertaken, combining technically challenging research goals with borderline lunacy, such as the launch of a tiny spacecraft. What distinguishes Perseverance from Curiosity? The 2 rovers, both developed by JPL, have a lot of similarities in terms of architecture. Still, they serve different purposes in the ongoing investigation of Mars and the hunt for ancient life. Perseverance will look for direct traces of millions of years and prepare geological samples that a future mission may send back to Earth. In contrast, Curiosity has found and continues to research habitats where ancient bacteria could have existed. Perseverance is just a few millimeters taller than Curiosity, but she weighs over 100 kilograms. A far heavier turret on the tip of its robotic arm, which incorporates a coring drill, accounts for most of the increased chunk. The wheels are built of the same material as Curiosity's, although they're larger, narrower, and have thicker skins. The Perseverance has straighter treads and doubles as many per wheel as Curiosity, which has chevron pattern treads. These treads have been shown to be more resistant to the pressure of jagged rocks while still maneuvering efficiently on the sand, in JPL's Mars Yard. Perseverance also has 5 more cameras than Curiosity, for a total of 23. While its primary image lens is only 2 megapixels, it has a 28 to 100 millimeter optical zoom. Perseverance will also bring along a pair of microphones for the first time, so that we can finally know what the red planet sounds like. Perseverance was escorted to Mars by a small helicopter dubbed Ingenuity. On April 19, 2021, this helicopter made a mark in history as the very first aircraft to safely fly on an alien planet in our solar system. But more on this comes up in the video. Perseverance was named by a 7th grader. In late 2019, NASA ran a Name the Rover essay contest for K-12 students around the country to submit essays to help name the Mars 2020 rover. Alexander Mather, a 7th grade kid from Virginia, was chosen from a pool of 28,000 entries for his essay on the word perseverance. Curiosity, by the way, is still on Mars and has been there for 9 years and 251 days. What is the purpose of NASA's Mars 2020 mission? During its 2-year mission, the rover will carry out a variety of scientific objectives, including looking for indications of life on Mars. Although NASA's last rover on Mars, the Mars Curiosity rover, continues to operate and relay back critical scientific data, the Perseverance rover will enable NASA to discover different parts of Mars and begin testing equipment that would support future human travel to Mars. So you might be thinking, what will the Perseverance rover do? To determine whether or not there was ever life on Mars, building on the Curiosity rover's studies, the rover sensors will explore historical Martian climate conditions and hunt for ancient clues that the planet was once livable. In addition, prepare for human exploration of Mars by using the rover's experimental technologies to try to extract oxygen from the Martian atmosphere. This capacity may open the door for human expeditions to Mars. 10 months of Perseverance. The findings were presented at a news briefing during the American Geophysical Union AGU Autumn Conference in New Orleans on December 15, 2021. Although scientists had excellent evidence supporting the previous lake, they were nevertheless curious about the nature of areas of Jezeros's crater bottom. Were the rocks igneous, meaning they were produced by once flowing lava, or were they sedimentary, made up of minerals brought into the lake by an old river? According to the latest findings, lava created at least part of the crater bottom. What method did the rover use to make this discovery? It basically grounds rocks with its robotic arm. The composition of the new ground surfaces was then determined using various devices. Organic molecules in rocks and dust are another fascinating discovery. Perseverance detected them using its Sherlock equipment, because organics are the building elements of life. They are a tantalizing discovery. Both biological and non-biological processes can create organics. Scientists must yet ascertain whether or not these organics originated from once living species. This isn't the first time organics have been discovered on Mars. Even if these organics aren't microbe-derived, their finding demonstrates that biosignatures, chemical or fossil remains of once living creatures, may be effectively preserved. The Mars rover Perseverance was the first ever to deploy ground-penetrating radar. The RIMFAX radar imager for Mars subsurface experiment makes a radargram of the subsurface structures up to 33 feet, 10 meters below the surface. The first radargram was taken near a ridge between the crater floor fractured rough geologic unit and the Zeta geologic unit by Perseverance. According to the data, multiple rock formations under the surface share the same angle of tilt. The Zeta rock layers also protrude below the fractured rough rock layers on the crater floor. This suggests that Zeta existed prior to the crater floor fractured rough. Ingenuity. NASA's robotic helicopter Ingenuity was dispatched to Mars with the Perseverance rover as a part of a mission to look for ancient living forms in the Jezero crater. It's part of a technical demonstration to prove the viability of the first guided flight on Mars. Ingenuity is basically a test flight, as it is the first time anything has flown on another planet, and has restricted capabilities. Although it is approximately 4 pounds in weight, its success will undoubtedly pave the way for more groundbreaking exploration of Mars. Ingenuity raised itself to a height of 10 feet, 3 meters, during its maiden flight, which lasted 39.1 seconds before returning to Martian soil. While it can fly for 90 seconds and cover a distance of up to 980 feet, 300 meters, its test flights were purposefully limited in scope, as they were only intended to demonstrate that the technology works. NASA officials first referred to Ingenuity as a trial mission. Its purpose was to see if the little aircraft could take off, fly a short distance, and then land on Mars. During a series of tests, the helicopter was able to immediately succeed in such locations. NASA stated in May of last year that Ingenuity's experimental mission would be expanded. Ingenuity has continued to fly on Mars since then. The helicopter has made 21 flights thus far. It's also worth noting that Perseverance is considered a distinct mission from the rover because it lacks any research instruments. NASA officials first referred to Ingenuity as a trial mission. Its purpose was to see if the little aircraft could take off, fly a short distance, and then land on Mars. NASA put Ingenuity into operational mode with 2 more flights after 3 successful flights, confirming the success and signifying the first powered flight on another planet. The helicopter has flown 16 times since then, putting its talents to the test while assisting Perseverance in navigating Jezero crater. Still, now it's on to a new mission, exploring the Jezero River Delta. According to the press release, the location is replete with jagged cliffs, slanted surfaces, projecting rocks, and sand-filled pockets that may block a rover in its tracks, making it dangerous for both Ingenuity and Perseverance. But this merely offers Ingenuity more chances to show off its scouting abilities. According to NASA, the helicopter's primary mission will be to assist in mapping a safe corridor for Perseverance to cross into the Delta. Furthermore, the data supplied by the aircraft will aid the Perseverance team in determining potential research objectives. Because it is thought to contain rich geologic components, the River Delta area is an excellent target for research studies. Furthermore, the data collected by Ingenuity will be used to help develop the next generation of Mars vehicles. Ingenuity is now on the first leg of at least a 3-part series of flights that will take the aircraft from its original flight area through the Zeta region before exploring the Jezero River Delta. So, what are your thoughts on the Perseverance rover and its notable findings? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.